So, as always, we always like to bring in an award or something like that's part of Boy Scouts of America. Boy Scouts of America is actually an incredibly broad program as far as other awards, programs, gosh, associations, et cetera, that all seem to be out there that can be brought in at any time to help embellish your program. In this case, the Emergency Preparedness Award. This award right here. So,
I wish I had one.
well, hold on.
Okay, I love this. This is actually very resourceful as well at the top by Lord Baby Powell. We want to teach boys how to deal practically with accidents, not how to pass examinations. It's not, what that means is, it's not that they know the skill, it's that they know how to use it. And that's actually something that when you're teaching first aid, that kind of gets glossed over sometimes. You're more interested in, okay, do this, show me that you can do it, okay, you're done. And that's not necessarily, that's definitely not what first aid is about. If you need to be able to act in a situation and not book learning, just know something. The award is, it's been around for...
Not as long as you think. The award itself has only been around for about 15 years. And it is an association with the Department of Homeland Security, which it actually was an association with the Red Cross and others before Homeland Security, because Homeland Security hasn't been around. Yeah, hasn't been around that long.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is, the best part of this award is it's appropriate for every age scout, from Tiger on up, every adult, no matter what their position is, and even family members. For instance, Tiger Cup, you're thinking, okay, this seems a little hard. How are we going to teach Tiger Cup this? Or either that or we're going to do something really light and airy and it's not going to really teach them anything. It actually, you can use one of two methods. One of them is the McGruff, say no to drugs and realize that strangers should be, what you would be wary of strangers. It's a little booklet. They have a fingerprinting kit and such. By going through that and following through that with their Tiger Club partner, yep, go get them in the back. By doing that, the boys earn this award. Wolf, and later on, it's a little more skill, so it's a little more based. Facts, first aid for children. The Red Cross of America has a large selection of opportunities that allow you for this award. There we go. There's the McGruff kit, sold at your scout shop. Very simple. They come in packs of 8, I believe, if I remember correctly. I guess they believe everyone perfect den of 8. But there's a fingerprinting kit in here. Kids love that. Just make sure your parents are aware it's in there when that goes home, because the ink goes everywhere. But, you know, first aid for children. Once again, first aid. Basic stuff, coloring, descriptions of how to do things, memory helps. How would I get out of my house if there's a fire? Why should I not mess with these poisons? Simple stuff, but important stuff that we hope all our children know. Later on, additional training that can be done for Webelos, Boy Scouts, adults. For instance, as an adult, for me to earn the award, I had to put together a first aid kit for our pack and have an evacuation route and procedure for our meeting area. Valuable? Heck yeah. For a district, it's a district event. For a parent, it's your home, family. All these are great. All the awards are easy enough to find. It's the Emergency Preparedness Award. Very valuable. Plus, it's another neat little piece of bling the boys are going to love. And they're learning while they're having fun. All the requirements in it, almost every single requirement for the boys actually show up in one way or another in their rank requirements. It's not like you're having to go, oh gosh, I don't have time to put another program in here. You're already leveraging it. It's just you're putting a little more emphasis on it. And that's the best part of these kind of programs. If you can just take it just a few more degrees over there and provide them a shiny object so they can learn just a little bit more. And maybe they get interested in it. Maybe that's their thing. Maybe later on they want to come out and be part of the EMT venturing crews. You know, those are great. It's a career skill. And it can be worn by anyone. Once it has been awarded, by the letter of the rules, once a boy earns it, he earns it as a, let's say, a Tiger. When he moves to Wolf, he's not supposed to wear it anymore. But you know what? I want him to wear it. I want him to wear it all the time. I want him to be proud of it, and I want him to strive to learn more about it. because the more he learns about this, the better he is off in his life. I have used my first aid skills within about the last, year and a half in a parking lot, a guy who's having a seizure. And I thought back to my skills I learned as a Boy Scout. And I remembered also the skills of staying calm, assess the situation. All these things came back to me, and I was calm and collected because I remembered it as a Boy Scout. Let the boys have an opportunity to wear this, learn more, encourage them. Even if they keep wearing the one, maybe what you do is every year you incorporate just a little bit more. And you're bringing them up down this path to learn a lot more about first aid, emergency preparedness, and they don't even realize they're learning. It's about giving them, equipping them with knowledge. Pinewood Derby. My pack actually has a Pinewood Derby this weekend. Yay! Woohoo! So, remember with your Pinewood Derby, emphasis is sportsmanship. Always sportsmanship. But make sure that you also can use this as a resource. You know, what better way of teaching in the fact that you open up a Pinewood Derby kit, you pour it out, you got a block of wood, 4 nails, and 4 wheels. And a piece of paper. It supposedly has instructions, but they're not really clear. I can tell you right now, from my first year parents that I've got in my pack, they're understanding resourcefulness and how. I've had so many calls of, what do I do with this? What's the nail supposed to do? Not your axle. What? Just bring it to my house and I'll show it to them. You know, this is resourcefulness. Highlight it. Maybe even do something like run a trash derby. I read about this with this other pack who also, not only did they have a Pinewood Derby car, but they had their boys actually create a car or some other type of vehicle using recycled materials, and then had a race with it. It sounded like a lot of fun. I think my boys would actually have more fun with the trash than they would with the Pinewood Derby game. Because chances are they actually probably would have built the trash car, while Dad is over here building the Pinewood Derby game. Let's be realistic, right? Make sure you're highlighting it for the family that it's about sportsmanship, but also being resourceful. Goose Creek District Pinewood Derby. It's canceled this year. But luckily, there's a really good substitute. The Jewish Committee on Scouting and the National Capital Area Council and the All Dulles Area Muslim Society are putting on their 2nd annual Pinewood Derby. Great event. I'm so glad they're having it. This year the district event ran into a couple of issues. Our attendance has been declining. The cost of using the school has gone up 250%. And truthfully, our volunteers were burned out. Same volunteers were stepping up to do it, and we just couldn't do it this year. I can almost guarantee we'll probably do it again next year and make it more of a championship race versus a participation race. But we're going to need volunteers with passion for it. Because once the event sort of falls off the radar for a little while, bringing it back is hard. So, if there's anyone in your unit, or you, that has a passion for Pinewood Derby, think about it. Because truthfully, probably the planning needs to start around the summertime.